What's up, guys? Today we have a garden update. It's the beginning of the month, so I'm going to be showing you what is growing, what is not growing, and my plans for the future. So if you like these types of videos, subscribe. If you like gardening videos, subscribe. So starting off with this first raised bed, I have my peppers right here. I only have two peppers that are growing right now, and they're doing pretty well. They're starting to flower a little bit, as you can see right there. But this is one of the raised beds. Now there's some basil, there's some beets right here. This whole raised bed actually fell with the storm, so that's why everything's pretty damaged. But I planted carrots and collard greens on this row, and as you can see, they're already germinating. But on to the next table, the next garden bed, and this one's pretty exciting because I just had my first corn harvest. I got a corn off of here, and it was pretty delicious, I gotta admit. It was super sweet. It was sweeter than I expected it. But there's also tomatoes growing here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 10 tomatoes growing, but they still have a while to go. And a lot of people say you can't plant corn in rows, but all you have to do is hand pollinate it, and it seems to grow pretty well. There is another row of corn here that I'm looking forward to because this one's supposed to be a yellow variety, which I'm super excited for. And right here there is this radish. Now you might be wondering why it's super long and stringy. That's because it doesn't get enough sun here. Now I know I should have done a better job at making it have more sun here, but that's fine. I wonder how this is going to turn out to be. But there's also onions and carrots growing here. Now something about this is I planted it in a circle, so I'm looking forward to that. But there is something I want to show you guys. This is super exciting for me because this is the first time I grow sugar baby watermelons. As you can see, they're dangling there off the trellis. And there is this super big one right here. This is probably the first one I'm going to harvest since it's super big already. And the little stringer is starting to dry, so that indicates that it is almost ready to get picked. In this bed, I planted cherry tomatoes and more corn. Now, I don't know if you could see, you can't really see, but nothing has germinated yet. But I'm looking forward to that one. Now let's go on to the other tables. Now there is a caterpillar that keeps eating all my green beans and all my peppers. But luckily I managed to get some off last night. They usually come at night, but you gotta be careful with those because they will eat the seedlings. They will eat the little tender beans that are trying to grow, and you do not want those caterpillars in your garden. Eggplant. Now I'm getting a super difficult time getting these pollinated. They will not pollinate. I keep using a brush. I think I have it around here. They say to brush the inside of the flower with this, but they don't seem to be pollinating. Now if anybody you have some tips, do let me know. But these are super mature eggplants, and I'm really hoping to get a harvest soon. Now on to the seedling side. This is lemon basil. I like growing basil because there's so many varieties, and I just fertilized this whole row yesterday. That's why it grew a ton. This is cantaloupe. We have a cantaloupe row here. These are radishes, I believe, and these are pumpkins. These are big old jack-o'-lanterns, and they might be ready for Halloween, so we just gotta hope. And right here in this row are beets and onions. Nothing has germinated here though, just grass. But this one's super interesting because I put carrots, carrot, basil, carrot, basil, kind of like alternating. Now this one's super exciting because this is a sunflower. Now sunflowers are super easy to grow here in San Antonio, and I'm just looking at something right now. We have a little watermelon that just sprouted, so that's really cool. Not a lot of germination here from the watermelons, only like 4 really germinated, so I decided to plant more. But in this other one we have Genovese basil right here. We have chiva, it's like a type of onion. And we got more lemon basil. Now, for the grand finale, and this one's something I'm looking forward to because I love spicy stuff. We have cayenne peppers. I'm looking at the bed right now, and only the tomatoes have germinated, not the cayenne peppers, as you can see right there. But if you guys like these gardening videos, give this a thumbs up, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next one.